That was Rosin Folly by Agnes Buen-Gamas, and now I'm on the phone with Emma Sparsten. She's the founder of Mindful Art Club. So I just want to say hello, Emma, and great that you're with me on the phone today.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, it's lovely to have you on the phone. So, I'd really like to find out more about the Mindful Art Club, because I don't really know that much about it, to be honest. So would you like to tell us more about it?
So I started it with my friend Peggy when we got made redundant from Broadreach. I think it was about September 2019.
Oh yeah.
And I was doing art and mindfulness classes at I don't know if you've heard of Broadreach. It was a rehab centre.
Yeah, I have.
So it was really unfortunate it closed down because it was helping so many people, but lack of funding, etc. We just thought we want to sort of carry on supporting people like we're doing in there in the community. So we set it up and we started doing classes. We were doing in Plymouth and Plymouth. Everything was going fine, and then last March everything changed.
Yeah.
So luckily Peggy is amazingly technical, so we took everything on Zoom straight away and sort of continued to support everyone.
That's great.
That used to come.
Yeah,
we've kind of been running it, and then the lockdown ended, and so we started working at Sunflower and went back to our normal classes. And then it's been a lockdown again, so we're back on Zoom. So it's been like chop and change all year, hasn't it? We haven't really been able to sort of concentrate on what we want to do.
Yes. Where's your when we're not in lockdown? Did you say that you've got somewhere that you have regular group meetings?
Yeah, at the Sunflower. Don't know if you've heard of that. It's a place for women to get support.
Okay.
It's near the train station.
Oh yeah.
And we're in talks with a lot of people like the Chicana Homeless Mission, Mind, some other places, and we do it at the Royal William Yard on a Friday too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And so we're looking forward to go back and actually seeing people, because that's what our group's about.
Yeah.
That's why we set it up.
So have you, have you got quite a lot of people that are regulars that come along to your events and stuff?
Yeah. Honestly, we've met so many amazing people this year just through doing this. And through meeting these people, they've also met each other.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like worked the way we want it to, in that people meet each other at our groups who didn't know each other before.
Yeah.
And then start meeting each other outside the groups because they become friends.
That's so lovely.
So it's all about community, friendship, all the things that we're so missing at the moment. It's just so sad, isn't it? Everyone's just in their homes.
I know, it's a very strange time we're living in, and I'm really glad there's people like you out there who are actually keeping things going and helping people with their emotional needs and supporting people who really need the support. And that's just an amazing thing that you're doing there. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so we're really, if people are interested, what our classes consist of is like a check-in, and this is quite an important part of the group really, is when we all say how we're feeling. So we can all get stuff off our chest, stuff that we wouldn't normally be able to talk about at home, stuff that people might not necessarily be interested in, or you don't want to scare your kids and stuff, like the real stuff like we're really feeling, which is quite mental a lot of the time at the moment.
Yeah.
So we start with a check-in, people talk, and then we do some mindfulness, which really calms you down. And then we do mindful drawing, which is this thing where we draw with our eyes closed. And that kind of frees us from thinking about our pictures as being good or bad, because these groups are for people who don't necessarily think they're great at art. We do these projects that anyone can do because, it's not about doing good or bad. It's just about being creative and chatting.
Yeah.
So after the drawing with your eyes closed, we just do a really simple art project. That anyone can do, and we just sit there and have a cup of coffee and talk to each other and sort of take, when people share at the beginning how they're feeling and what's going on in their lives, we can sort of pick up on all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like Peggy's doing her level 4 in counselling at the moment.
Oh yeah.
So she's almost a trained counsellor.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we're just sort of here to support people, to give people a a place where they can be honest and share what they're really feeling, and not sugarcoat
Yeah.
stuff.
I love that. I love that concept. I love that concept of using art as a way for people to have, like a shared interest and a place to meet up and a place to be themselves and be able to be honest about themselves. Yeah, it's just wonderful.
Absolutely. During the check-in, you've got people crying and stuff because they're able to talk about stuff like they just keep, a lot of people that come to our groups are living on their own, so they've got no one to talk to.
Yeah.
So it's just about, and because we all know, once you've gone to about 3 groups, you get to know people really quickly because of that really honest communication. Yeah. So once people have been to a couple of groups and they immediately, kind of know people quite well and are able to really talk about all the real stuff.
Yeah, and that's what people need, isn't it? It's like that. It's that sort of like group support, isn't it? It's really helpful because you can feel that you're able to be yourself with these people. They can be themselves with you. There's no judgment, and everyone's supporting each other, which is what we all need, isn't it?
Oh God, absolutely. No shallow conversations. We're like in there. It's like let's say how we really are. So yeah, it kind of works. It's
I suppose it's I really like how you have that time at the beginning for everyone to say where they're at emotionally. I think that's something that a lot of groups could actually take on board because it's so beneficial, isn't it, to have a little bit of that organised time where you're going to be able to talk about how you feel every time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what makes our group different from lots of other groups.
Yeah.
Because, people are able to talk, and maybe it scares some people. We started another group, and a couple of people left it because they don't like that honest communication, and they signed up for just doing the mindfulness. But as far as we're concerned, me and Peggy, that's what we want, a support group as well as an art group, because as well as doing art, we want people to get to know each other and be able to get support from all their sort of needs.
Oh, I think it's amazing, and I hope you can carry on doing it and sort of develop it and build it, and lots of people can sort of gain support through what you're doing. So
thank you.
I'd like to be honest, I'd like to come along and get some support.
I think we all need some support. Well, do come along as soon as there's lockdown ends. I'll text you and
please. No, I've been thinking about doing something like that for quite some time actually, because my partner's been to sort of group therapy sessions, and he said it's the thing that's helped him the most. And I think from what other people have told me as well, is like that group session where everyone's on an equal footing. That's really, really sort of beneficial. So yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, no,
and I just love getting together with people just to do art and be creative and stuff as well. So sounds right up my street.
Yeah. Well, you'd love it.
Yeah.
It ticks all those boxes.
Yeah. So what was your background actually? Were you sort of into art for a long time before you started this off?
So I went to St Martin's Art College in London, and I did illustration there. And so that's where my art background comes from, and I've kind of got back into it recently, which is great because, we started this business, it's been full on, we've been doing loads of things like funding bids and stuff, which has been quite stressful. And then a couple of days ago, I thought I was just going to let this all go and do some art again, and that's what makes me happy, doing art. So yeah, my background's in art, so is Peggy's. Peggy's got background in art too.
Yeah.
And then we met, through working at the rehab centre.
Yeah.
So we've got a background of art.
So you've both got that sort of like the counselling interest and support. So
absolutely.
It's great that you decided. It's great that you met each other and decided to work with each other in that way to produce something really amazing for everyone. So
absolutely. God, it was a stroke of luck meeting Peggy because we're both totally on the same wavelength. Wavelength.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do.
So have you got any sort of, do you think you might be doing any exhibitions or anything like that with involving sort of like the work that people have done in your sessions or sort of like...
Well, yeah, no, we'd love to. I mean, at the moment, people do the work and then they either carry on with it at home or they take it home to show their children and their families and things. But yeah, I mean, we've got this space I think you've had a couple of people on, haven't you, from the Real Ideas thing, that are starting up businesses.
I'm not sure.
I think someone called Zoe. I don't know.
Zoe Riley,
yeah.
Zoe Riley. She's
so
doing the Real Ideas, yeah.
Yeah, so me and Peggy are on the same thing.
Okay,
the Real Ideas thing. So we've got a space down the Royal William Yard that we can use.
Oh, nice.
And it would be the perfect exhibition space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll have to keep an eye on that, and when we do come out of lockdown, and if that ever happens, please do let me know, because I love going to any sort of cultural events, and I just feel so deprived of them right now that I want to go and see everything.
I know, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Cultural events, here we come.
Yeah,
definitely. It seems like a long way off right now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Hopefully it won't be too long by the summer.
Yeah, or, hopefully there'll be sort of creative ways to work around things, so the box was able to open as a museum and art gallery, so, maybe things can happen when we're out of lockdown and stuff, so.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's amazing the box is opened here, isn't it? I mean, it's a real big thing for Plymouth.
Yeah, definitely. Did you say that, I know that you have a poem that you were quite keen to read. That'd be really great to hear that.
Yeah, no, I love poetry, and we read it out quite a lot at our group.
Oh, yeah.
This one's quite a good one for lockdown. It's called Walk Slowly. Mm-hmm. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still, and just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we will all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going. That many times I can make the choice to step, to breathe, to be and walk slowly into the mystery. So yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Oh, I love that. Walking slowly, walking slowly into the mystery. I love that.
I know, isn't that a great line?
That's how I feel my life is all the time. It's just like, yeah.
Great, but if anyone's listening now and who would like to come to our classes, then, we're running them on Zoom on a Tuesday morning, and if they just look at our website.
So if they just look at Mindful Art Club.
www.mindfulartclub.co.uk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and then also on Facebook, www.facebook.com.
Yeah, so Tuesday mornings, is that at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock?
Yeah, 10 o'clock, till 11. So it's just an hour, and we just do the same thing, we just meet each other, we have a drink, a cup of coffee, that is, and chat, and do some art.
That's lovely. Okay, well, I'm really going to try to come along at some point, but I have my kids with me usually on Tuesdays, so they might I might have to mute myself.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
But yeah,
I've got kids.
Yeah, cool.
Actually, my sister's got a kid, and she makes her kid do it with her, so she quite likes it, and she's 5, so.
Okay, all right, I might do that then. Yeah, okay, nice.
Kids like art.
Yeah. Well, it's been absolutely lovely to talk to you. And is there anything else? Is there anything else that you'd like to let anyone know, or
Well, just it'd be lovely if people can come to the Zoom or come to real life when we start real life classes. Just keep an eye on our website. Yeah.
Well, there's loads and loads of people who listen to the show who are into art, and I'm sure that for a lot of people who are looking for that kind of support and lifeline, that this will really appeal to a lot of people, because there's so many people in need, like even people who are quite well normally, like the lockdowns and the restrictions and everything is sending everyone a little bit loopy, I think, and we all really need each other right now. So yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's affected everybody, hasn't it? Whatever your mental health was like before.
Yeah, and we need to all support each other to get through this time unscathed, because we're being psychologically assaulted on all fronts. So
I know. Oh, it's so strange.
Yeah.
I can't get my head around it. It still feels like a surreal nightmare.
Yeah. Even more so than previously.
I know. I thought it was bad before. It's a whole new level.
Yeah. Oh God. So it's been lovely to talk to you, and
Thank you.
yeah, I will hopefully see you soon in your art group. I really
Yeah.
want to come along, so yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be lovely.
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted on what we're doing.
Oh, brilliant. And have a lovely evening, and
Thank you.
yeah, can't wait to see you on Zoom.
Great. Lovely to speak to you.
Okay,
See
bye,
you soon.
Emma. Bye. All right,
See ya,
bye.
bye.
Oh, that was the wonderful Emma Sparsten. So the next track that we've got lined up is called...